Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. With a strange radar dome on top of the fuselage and a lack of weaponry, it is very hard to believe that the Boeing E3 Sentry is one of the most important aircraft for the United States military. The radar dome allows the E3 to serve as an airborne warning and control system, AWACS, to provide reconnaissance and facilitate communication in the skies. The first E3 was delivered to the United States military in March 1977. And since then, it has provided superior defensive and offensive capabilities. The E3 is 152 feet long, features a wingspan of about 145 feet, and weighs 185,000 pounds. Moreover, it carries state-of-the-art systems to cater to the need for top-class reconnaissance in hostile environments. The E3 Sentry is a highly complex aircraft that requires regular maintenance in order to remain mission-ready. When an aircraft lands, the maintenance teams thoroughly evaluate the aircraft to ensure everything is in working order. The maintenance crew specifically inspects the landing gear, drain lines, radar dome, and avionics. Any part that is out of order or not working is immediately replaced or repaired. The crew then snaps into action and begins topping off engine oil, lubricating landing gear, and inspecting engines for potential damage. These procedures ensure that the E3 Sentry is ready to take its next flight at a moment's notice. In addition to inspecting the E3 Sentry's engines, the maintenance teams regularly maintain its auxiliary power unit APU. The APU is a small gas turbine engine mounted in the tail cone of the aircraft to provide electrical and mechanical power for the main engines. Once the engines are started and generators are online, the APU automatically shuts down after completing the taxi check. All in all, the main purpose of the APU is to kickstart the engines. It is a vital component of the aircraft, ensuring that it is up and running at a moment's notice. Therefore, it must be maintained regularly. Since the 1970s, the Boeing 747 has been one of the most widely used aircraft globally. However, only a few are aware of the specially modified aircraft that Boeing has developed using the 747 airframe. For instance, the Boeing E4 is used as a strategic command and control military aircraft operated by the United States Air Force. It serves as a survivable mobile command post for the National Command Authority. Specifically the President of the United States, the Secretary of Defense, and military VIPs in the event of a crisis. For this reason, this aircraft has several unique capabilities. It is capable of surviving an electromagnetic pulse, EMP blast, and carries a wide range of anti-aircraft countermeasures. Even though it is a very advanced aircraft, It uses several analog instruments, as these have better EMP protection than digital systems. The latest models of the E4 even feature special shielding against heat and nuclear effects. The E3 Sentry can be scrambled at a moment's notice. The ground crews ensure it is ready for flight. They inspect the landing gear, basic avionics, and fluid levels before takeoff. When the ground crews give a green signal for takeoff, the pilots enter the cockpit and start the engines. The E3 slowly taxis towards the runway and then takes off. The E3 is capable of flying in the air for more than 8 hours. However, if the mission requires it to stay in the air for a longer time, a fuel tanker can be used to extend its flight time. The E3 is remarkable during flight in terms of speed, altitude, or maneuverability. It takes the radar thousands of feet into the air and provides detailed information on everything, from hostile aircraft to weather conditions. This sort of information is invaluable not only during a battle, but also during routine troop movements. The E3 usually gathers large amounts of data and information, which is analyzed and monitored by 12 to 20 highly trained mission crew members. The radar dome is 30 feet in diameter and 6 feet thick, with an effective range of up to 250 miles. The E3 Sentry has a specialized mission suite, which includes consoles that display computer-processed data in graphic and tabular format on video screens. The mission crew members use relative data to perform surveillance, identification, weapons control, battle management, and communications functions. The Boeing E4, known as the Night Watch, serves as the United States Air Force airborne command post designed to function during national emergencies. Developed from the Boeing 747 airframe, the aircraft was created at the height of the Cold War to ensure continuity of government in the event of nuclear conflict. Unlike a conventional transport aircraft, the E4B is equipped with advanced communication systems capable of linking military commanders, strategic forces, and national leadership across the globe. Hardened against electromagnetic pulse effects, the aircraft can operate in degraded environments where ground-based infrastructure may be compromised. Inside, the cabin is configured as a flying command center, complete with briefing rooms, workstations, secure communication suites, and rest areas for mission crews. The aircraft can remain airborne for extended periods through aerial refueling, allowing it to serve as a survivable command node during crisis operations. Today, the E4B remains on constant alert status, standing ready to launch at short notice, ensuring National Command Authority retains control under any circumstances. The E4 can stay airborne for a full week in the event of an emergency, utilizing KC-135 tankers to refuel mid-air. The E4 can operate with a crew of up to 112 people, including flight and mission personnel, which is by far the largest crew capacity that any aircraft offers. The E4 is 234 feet long, which provides ample space inside the plane, featuring 3 operational decks: upper, middle, and lower. Each deck offers a specific purpose. For instance, the flight deck contains stations for the pilot, co-pilot, and flight engineer, plus a special navigation station, unlike the commercial Boeing 747s. The middle deck has a separate conference room. It is a secure area for conferences and briefings, which contains a conference table for up to 9 people. Finally, the lower deck contains the equipment room, which includes the aircraft's water supply tanks, 1,200 kVA electrical power panels, step-down transformers, the maintenance console, and mission-specific equipment. Each deck features special communication areas, which the U.S. President and military leaders use to directly contact troops and foreign leaders from anywhere in the world. Moreover, the latest versions of the E4 feature a glass cockpit, which is heavily modified to facilitate the plane's advanced avionics and power systems. The E4 taking off from the runway is a sight to behold. The maintenance crew performs pre-flight procedures, such as inspecting the landing gear, engines, and fuel levels of the aircraft. The pilots enter the cockpit, start the engines, and taxi the aircraft towards the runway. Once the control tower provides the green signal, the pilots slowly speed up the airplane and take off into the skies. Due to the E4's high mission operational need, these planes are almost always unavailable for training purposes. In the past, pilots relied on a non-E4 representative Boeing 747 training device located in Florida. Therefore, the Air Force recently introduced an E4 simulator at a facility in La Vista, Nebraska, to train the next generation of E4 pilots without putting any existing aircraft at risk. With a small aircraft fleet, this simulator allows a strategic training advantage, enabling recurring and upgrade training while retaining aircraft availability for operations. The aircrew can now become efficient in E4's flight procedures and practice dangerous maneuvers that cannot be performed in the aircraft, like shutting down multiple engines or recovering the aircraft from stall conditions. From the sweeping radar coverage of the E3 Sentry to the hardened airborne command post of the E4 Night Watch, these aircraft represent 2 pillars of modern air power: awareness and authority. One watches the skies, tracking threats and coordinating forces across vast distances. The other stands ready to preserve command and control under the most extreme circumstances imaginable. Together, they ensure that whether in routine operations or national crisis, the United States maintains both visibility and leadership from the air. Behind every launch is a dedicated team of maintainers, aircrew, and mission specialists working in precision and secrecy. In the end, these aircraft are more than machines. They are flying command centers that safeguard decision-making, stability, and strategic readiness when it matters most. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.